Welcome back to Put You On. My name is Michael. I'm here with my dad.
Hey everyone, it's Mike.
And today we're checking out a bit of, I guess you could call this a classic record. I know we do a lot of pop music on the channel, a lot of new pop artists. We've kind of been keeping up with most of the current pop music scene and new artists that are emerging and new albums. But today we are going to be doing what I would consider to be a classic pop album from 2009. One of the best pop artists, one of the most iconic pop artists, someone we haven't done on the channel. We're going to be listening to The Fame Monster by Lady Gaga.
Wow.
An absolute classic. So this was following her debut album, The Fame. She put this out shortly after, and it was supposed to be like, I guess sort of like a B-side or like a different view on her first album, because her first album was a lot about fame and riches and stuff like that, and then this was supposed to be more of a different look at fame, the darker side of fame, the less fun side of fame. I'm sure you know a lot of the songs on here. This was, this is like a 5-time platinum album at this point. And doing this because this week Lady Gaga is gearing up to release a new solo album, which she's put out a single for already, which is fantastic, which we'll also listen to.
Oh, wow.
So her 8th album comes out this week. It's called Mayhem. So I figured before we do that, we'll listen to what I think is probably her most classic or one of her most classic records. I know you like Lady Gaga.
I love her. I never understood, though, the whole Tiny Monsters, but now I get it.
Oh, like her fan base.
Yeah, I
right?
didn't know where that came from because I think right after this, she did the Super Bowl.
I think that was a bit later. I don't remember what year the Super Bowl was. Super Bowl was 2017.
Oh, wow.
Way
okay.
after.
All right.
This was at the very beginning of her career.
But I remember, everybody doing the dance that she did, almost like the Michael Jackson.
So I have like a little, I was reading, I always read up on the albums just to get some background on them, but I wanted to read you the little blurb that I read because I thought it was pretty fascinating. So
Stephanie Germanotta, right?
Let's see. Yeah, Stephanie Germanotta. So it says The Fame Monster. So this is basically, like I said, it's a reissue of her first album.
Okay.
When it was released, it was initially just supposed to be a deluxe album. Like it's supposed to be a deluxe version of her debut, but then she wanted it to be its own thing because she said it was its complete own thing. So then it was released as its own project aside from her first album. So I guess technically this isn't her second album. It's kind of like 1.5.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because this is like one of her most acclaimed.
I guess it was
iconic.
kind of like what the person who was on the last video when we were debating about the
mixtape.
Yeah,
label.
yeah. I always got the feeling that she was coming from a point of some sort of rage.
That's interesting.
Or hurt. Yeah, I can't put my finger on it. But yeah, her soulfulness and her delivery, her passion, I feel like it comes from a place of deep feeling, whatever it is. Hurt, sadness, rejection, I don't know. But just like a lot of people in rap have rap as their way of, art, I feel this, her music saves her, I think, especially early on.
Yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to new music. That sounds
exciting.
And,
I think, I'll say that the past few years of her music and releases, nothing's really grabbed me too much. I think she's had a couple of okay albums, but so far from what I've seen and heard of this new record, I'm extremely excited. It feels like a return to form. So
her guest spot on Sweet Sound of Heaven.
Oh yeah, and the Bruno Mars track too.
Oh yeah,
Die with a Smile. Right. So I mean, she's been on a pretty
she's
great
really,
run. Right now.
She's really been showing up with some big people.
Yeah, and so everything's looking really good for this record, and the single's incredible. We'll listen to it after.
Awesome.
But yeah, so this is The Fame Monster, 2009, and track 1 is called Bad Romance.
Oh,
That's just even thinking about that in 2009, and this is 2025. She's like,
That's over 15 years ago.
yeah, that's like,
That's why I said I think I could call it a classic. At this point. That's been long enough.
and these all have staying power. That's the thing, you know,
iconic.
Yeah. This is going to be tough. This might be like when you hear the rap songs and you don't sing.
Oh yeah, try to continue yourself.
I'll try. Listen to that bass.
Always has such good production too. It's hard to believe this was that long ago. Almost 16 years ago.
Yeah.
You know that I want you, and you know that I need you. I want the bad romance. I want your love and I want your revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. I want your love and all your lovers' revenge. You and me could write a bad romance.
What a classic.
Huge hit that year.
Oh my god, I mean,
It was everywhere.
yeah. And it's crazy, as popular and big as it was, you still can go back to it and like, it's just a fantastic track.
It'll show up anywhere. Any wedding.
It's easy to not appreciate songs that are that popular, but
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've
Perfect
ever
song.
heard it in headphones,
yeah,
honestly.
I haven't in a long time.
Right there is her signature voice. I like when she sings this in French, too.
Yeah.
Influenced Miley Cyrus.
Oh man, so
even
many.
with the including French and stuff.
Gaga, ooh la la, what's your bad romance?
What a classic.
Hopped up already, man. Roma, you know, she and you know, she is of Italian descent, and I swear there's moments I feel like she's like almost like a reincarnation of an Italian, you know, something back like, you know, when the goddesses and stuff were around,
Yeah.
like you know, operatic, like an operatic voice.
I mean, what a just perfect pop song.
It was perfect pop song, and it nowhere nearly reflected the potential of her voice. I mean, the song was just badass.
Yeah.
But, you know, she continued to just get better from here.
And even that, like, being as big of a singlet as it was, it's a 5-minute song that has multiple key switches. And
That was 5 minutes?
yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
And it's like,
I wouldn't have guessed that.
you wouldn't think that a song, like,
No, 3
a
minutes
song of that
tops.
popular. And maybe on the radio, they trimmed it for the radio
Maybe,
play.
yeah.
But I mean,
No, that was awesome.
it's just fantastic production. That chorus is just, when her voice breaks through, it's just, I mean, yeah, it's just so good.
Yeah, there's not going to be much on here. Right?
No, I mean, and it follows up with an equally as big hit almost, which is track 2, which is called Alejandro.
Oh, my God. Which she also took a page from ABBA with
Oh, yeah.
Fernando.
Fernando, yeah.
Just took it and made it her own.
haven't heard these songs in so long.
I haven't heard this one in a very long
She's
time.
got both hands in her pocket, and she won't look at you, won't look at you. She hides true love and superstition. She's got a halo around her finger, around you. Don't call my name, don't call my name, Alejandro. I'm not your babe, I want your babe, Fernando.
Dude, it says Fernando.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. I'd be interested to see when we're at some point who produced it and like who wrote the songs. I don't know that she wrote them all, but
Let's see.
I mean, you don't know when we're done.
She's worked with a lot of different producers over the years, I know. Yeah, written by
Okay.
Lady Gaga. Add that to her.
Yeah,
List
I
of
mean, 'cause, yeah,
talent.
probably underrated
Songwriting
when
also.
it comes to it.
Not every pop artist writes their own music.
No.
Not very common.
That's why I mentioned it.
Alejandro.
Yeah, there was a play on Broadway for when I say like I feel like she's like a reincarnation. There was a play on Broadway called Evita about Evita Peron, a Latin dictator, I think she was, or she took over a country, and true story. And I really get the feeling like like she's of that, royalty when it comes to her voice.
Yeah.
Boy, just
I mean, just hits.
yeah.
It just hits. And like
Great
Like you're
dancer.
saying.
She always came out with great videos.
now that this is over 15 years later, like it's still, if this was you said it before, like when it's artists that you haven't heard, like if
Oh,
this was a
man.
brand new pop album
You'd be all over it.
that had just come out, it's
All
like
over
the
it,
hits are just as
Yeah.
amazing right now. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't sound like, oh, this sounds dated, like
No,
something
no.
from the 2000s. Like,
No, it's like when you had toys as a kid, and then your mom packs it away, and then don't throw that away. Like
you find it
15
years
years
later.
later, like,
oh,
oh, I
yeah.
love that.
this thing was awesome.
I mean, it's like what you guys went, like Megan and you went with ABBA, finding that. It
oh
was
yeah,
like,
I mean,
once she got onto that,
but it's crazy like that music can be like that. Like
Yeah,
even me listening to ABBA now is like it sounds so fresh and
yeah,
it's so
they
50
own
years
the
old.
pop world. Yeah, they literally own the pop world.
But some artists are just way ahead of,
yeah,
like they know what sounds good and what will continue to sound good.
right.
Track 3 is called Monster.
Wow.
Don't call me Gaga. I've never seen one like that before. Don't look at me like that. You amaze me. He ate my heart. He ate my heart. He ate my heart. He ate. You amaze me. Ate my heart. He ate my heart. He ate my heart. He ate my heart. Look at him. Look at me. That boy is bad, and I wanna slay. He's a wolf in disguise, but I guess the staring in those evil eyes. I smiled a friend, she's seen you around before. She mumbled something while we got down on the floor, baby.
Definitely can hear the
Put down.
80s influence on the
Yeah,
production
yeah.
on the
Yeah.
song.
Said, boy, don't get your paws right
This one in
up
for
on
sure.
me.
Yeah. Those like laser synths.
Smiled a friend, she's seen you around before. Monster.
And also, I can't remember if she was like one of the few that was very sexually open and explicit at the time. Like if I can't remember who maybe before her might have been as brass and in your face.
Madonna, maybe.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, even though that one was a little bit of a comer down, if you will, or
Yeah.
a coming down, whatever, slower one. Nah, not really, but you know what I mean, like milder in terms
Yeah.
of the lyrics and all. You can still hear how the influence of Bad Romance is in, even in this song.
Yeah.
Like you could easily switch it and have it like morph into.
Yeah. But this is just, I think this is giving more of what I was reading, that little excerpt, like the kind of metaphorical aspects of the project, the monster, the
right.
eating her heart out.
Yeah.
Falling in love with the guy.
Yeah.
Sort of the fame monster. I mean, it's called Monster, right? So
Yeah.
I was just getting distracted because I just think this is so cool that this is the Fame Monster cover here,
Yeah.
black and white, and
Yeah.
then this is from her new record coming up. One of the
Oh, it is. I was gonna say.
so this is her currently in black and white. It's kind of a cool
Yeah, you're not kidding.
back and forth, like 2009, 2025.
That's great.
It's pretty cool. I mean, that was pretty straightforward.
Yeah, pop
track.
song. Mhm.
Yeah. Track 4 is called Speechless.
I don't know if I've ever heard.
I don't
it.
think I've heard this one either.
I can't believe what you said to me last night. We were alone. It's
gotta be her on piano.
Baby, you gave up. You gave up. I can't believe how you looked at me with your James Dean glossy eyes, in your tight jeans with your long hair and your cigarette stained lies. Could we fix you if you broke? And I'll never love again. Oh boy, you've left me speechless. You've left me speechless, so speechless. I can't believe how you slurred at me with your half-wide broken
It's a change, huh? Change in pace.
You popped my heart seams. All my bubble
Yeah.
dreams,
I mean, anytime I've seen her, like, crank one out on the piano.
It's
like a different artist almost.
Yes, yeah. Nice little ballad song.
Oh, very nice.
And after all the drinks and bars that we've been to, would you give it all? Would I give it all for you? I'll never write a song, won't even sing along. I'll never love again.
Wow, that was nice.
So speechless, you left me speechless. So speechless, will you ever talk again? Why you so speechless?
Wow, that's a great
I'm
track.
telling you, man. Before this project done, we're gonna do a Struts album because
You think that would, if I like that, I would like.
I'm telling you, he's got at least 3 or 4 like
Oh,
that
man,
that
that's
would just
fantastic.
blow you away. And you can, I still feel like even this doesn't do her justice. You hear that voice coming through, but it's still production wise. I still think a little bit in the back with
Mm-hmm.
you hear a lot of heavy instrumentation, a lot of drums. Even the piano is a little bit low key.
Yeah.
You know, they really keeping with the punchiness of the beat and the drums.
For sure. But I mean, still great track.
I
though.
mean, yeah, and that's where you feel this. She can, you know, if you were to go to a concert, what are you going to get? You're going to get monsters and all that dancing. Then she's going to sit down and give you something that'll probably make
it's
you
almost
cry.
like Stephanie and Gaga.
Yeah,
The two different.
exactly.
But that's just I mean, what was there not?
You
to
know
like
where
about
she
that
got her
song?
name from, right?
It was from.
She took it from the Queen song.
Yeah, Radio Gaga. Mm-hmm. Track 5 is called "Dance in the Dark." Going darker now. I don't think I've heard this either. It's like Depeche Mode since.
Yeah,
Saline,
yeah.
poison, inject
Silence.
me and baby, I'm free.
Silence.
Bitch. Baby loves to dance in the dark, 'cause when he's looking she falls apart. Baby loves to dance in the dark. Baby loves to dance in the dark, 'cause when he's looking she falls apart. Baby loves
It's very like anthemic pop songs. The pop records on here.
The whole album.
You know,
I mean,
you could just see a big crowd.
the big everything about pop music. She's got it. You know.
in the music, find your Jesus, find your Kubrick. You will never fall apart, Diana. You're still in our hearts. Never let you fall apart. Together we'll dance in the dark.
Wow, this is a fascinating verse.
Yeah.
Huh? Alon Benet Ramsey.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many. I
there's
never
so many
heard this.
current pop artists and music that I could just hear this being so influenced by
and past.
and past.
Madonna, ABBA, you know, she's right in there with the greats.
This is a crazy verse, right?
Yes.
fascinating.
Yes. It also reminds me of Madonna's Vogue when she names all the designers. She goes,
I know what you're talking. I know the
you
part
know,
you're talking
London, Tokyo.
Yeah.
Tokyo.
But she's naming.
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe, Judy Garland, Sylvia Plath, I think. Yeah.
Wow, jinx.
John Benet
John Benet
Ramsey.
Ramsey, Kubrick,
Will haunt you. Will haunt like we'll haunt.
like Liberace. Find your freedom in the music. Find your Jesus. Find your Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah. You will never fall apart, Diana. You're still in our hearts. Diana.
Princess.
Princess Diana?
Yeah.
That's a fascinating verse.
Yeah, it really is.
But yeah, very, very like kind of Depeche Mode sort of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You nailed it. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean just unique, right? Like unique pop records that and long too. Like that's the thing. That's what's fascinating. All these
was that
four-
one too?
That was almost 5 minutes also.
That's crazy.
Like
they go
for-
by like
For pop most pop artists don't make songs
No, not
close
any-
to that
not
5 minute
now.
range. It's
Yeah.
usually 3 minutes,
tops.
but she's very creative with her structure
Yeah.
and her sounds.
It you know, and when it's good, you know, like anything else, you want it to, you don't mind it lasting however long it lasts. But when it's painful, you know, it's like, oh my God,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah.
so long.
And then that will go into yet another mega hit, all-time classic, another one, which is Telephone, Lady Gaga and Beyonce. I still listen to this song on the regular. Never stopped.
Wow.
Hello, got no service in the club, you say. What did you say? Oh, you're breaking up on me. Sorry, I cannot hear you, I'm kinda busy. Kinda busy. Sorry, I cannot hear you, I'm kinda busy. Just a second, it's my favorite song they're gonna play. And I cannot text you with that drink in my hand. You should've made some plans with me, you knew that I was free. And now you won't stop calling me, I'm kinda busy. Stop calling, I don't wanna think anymore. Stop calling, I don't wanna talk anymore. Calling you more because no one home when you're not gonna reach my telephone. Home in the club and I'm sipping that blow when you're not gonna reach my telephone.
The way you blowing up my phone won't make me leave no faster. Put my coat on faster, leave my girls on faster. I should've left my phone at home, cause this is a disaster. Calling like a collector, sorry I cannot answer.
Not that I don't like you, I'm just at a party.
I mean, Beyonce and Lady Gaga,
And I
like,
am sick and tired
could you
of my
imagine if that
phone
happened again?
ringing.
It's like
Sometimes I feel like I live in Grand Central Station.
iconic music video to this too.
I like
Little
that she-
rings too
yeah,
are cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna reach my telephone.
We're sorry. The number you have reached is not in service at this time. Please check the number or try your call again.
Classic. Another one.
You know how classic it is and how old it is? No one calls their phone a telephone anymore.
Oh yeah.
It's my cell, my phone,
Yeah.
my cell phone.
Yeah.
Where's my phone?
But even in the music video, I remember it was like they were like in the desert and they had like the pay phones and stuff. It had like the old school like feel to it. But I mean, Gaga and Beyonce, that's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that'll ever happen again, but
Her voice is so rich as
just
well.
iconic. Also, how they're both kind of flowing in their verses.
Yeah, I love
both
it.
like rapping instead of singing. It's just
And
badass.
you know, okay, your sophomore album and you've got Beyonce on, you know,
yeah, like right off the bat.
jeez.
I mean, that's just a huge like.
That's a score.
Track 7 is called "So Happy I Could Die."
I love that lavender blonde, the way she moves, the way she walks. I touch myself, can't get enough. And in the silence of the night, through all the tears and all the lies, I touch myself and it's alright. Just give in. Don't give up, baby. Open up your heart and your mind to me. Happy in the club with a bottle of red wine. Smiles in our eyes 'cause we're having a good time. So happy I could die. Be your best friend, yeah, I love you forever. Up in the clouds, we're higher than ever. So happy I could die, and it's alright.
Sounds a little Rihanna like Umbrella.
Yeah, remember? Yeah. Also, think this is the first track that sounds a little bit older. You know what I mean?
It does.
Like I could
maybe-
totally feel this in the late 2000s.
Like first album.
We're going out dancing to this.
Yeah.
Not that it's bad. It's just
No, I get it.
I can hear
It's
the
a little
age a little
predictable.
bit.
Yeah. How long was that?
4 minutes.
That's about right. I would even have. I could see that
Cut
one
a
coming
minute
down
down.
through.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, only because it's
It's the most
repetitive.
straightforward.
Yeah, the most repetitive, I'd say too.
Yeah. not much going on
No.
vocally or
No.
production changes or
No.
anything.
No.
Yeah, I mean, again, not bad, but
Yeah, and also a different part of her voice, like a little electronically.
it just sounds like something of that
It
era,
does. It does. Yeah.
which I'm sure probably went over well at that time, but
Yeah.
it shows its age a little more.
Oh
than the
yeah.
others. And track 8 is called Teeth.
Don't be scared.
I mean, always so unique in her, like vocal choices though, and word choices and sound
Mm-hmm.
choices. There's always some little strange different thing that
Because she has
picks.
that advantage of the lower range too,
Yeah,
where when she soars, it takes you.
yeah, because
you
she's
know,
usually
she's
low.
Yeah, like in her speaking voice, you can hear
she has a
her
very low voice.
You can hear this, like, this is how she speaks in interviews, and it's her normal voice. But then when she goes, it just gets, it blows you away.
Yeah,
4. Show me your teeth.
Wow, that sounds like Native American in the back.
Show me
I didn't think the production was going there.
Don't want no money,
Okay,
Shit's ugly.
just want your sex. Take a bite of my bad girl meat.
Take a bite of me.
Show me your teeth.
Let me see your mean.
Got no direction.
I need direction.
Just got my vamp.
What you got?
feels like one of those Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
Got no salvation.
The horns.
Yeah,
Got no salvation.
Got no religion.
Oh no, it's more sax.
My religion
Yeah.
is you.
Take a bite of my bad girl meat.
Take a bite
Is
of
this
my
why she
bad.
did the meat dress?
Show me your
When
teeth.
she went on stage in the meat dress?
I don't think that was why she just did that.
Okay.
Got my addictions.
My religion is you.
Man, now show me your face. Help me, man, now show me your face. Help me,
My
man,
religion
now
is
show
you.
me your face. Help me, man,
got a
now
little
show me
blues.
Bad.
feel to
Yeah.
it.
now show me
Oh
your
yeah,
face.
definitely.
Help me, man, now show me your face. Tell me something that'll save me. I need a man who makes me alright.
Just tell me when it's alright.
Show me your teeth. Show me your teeth. Show me your teeth. Show me your teeth. Show
Playing in
me
every
your
dentist's
teeth.
office
Show me
near
your
you.
teeth.
Just need a little guidance.
Show me your teeth. Show me your teeth. Show me your teeth. Show me your teeth.
That was a cool. That was a
Great
really cool
way to
track.
end. Holy shit.
Wasn't expecting that
That was a banger.
kind of song at all for a
Put
closing track.
it.
So I mean, between that and what was the other one? Speechless. That's kind of her stepping out of that pop
Yeah.
structure there.
Yeah.
She's just a talented artist.
you
not
know
just
she
pop
did
artist.
she did the songs, with Tony Bennett, like all the older songs, crooning songs, been on rock songs,
just
everything.
multi-talent.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, that's just like a little taste of some older. I mean, some absolute
She's a
undeniable
legend.
classic tracks on here. Bad Romance and Alejandro and
She's
Telephone.
a legend.
But everything in between is just as
She could do
unique and enjoyable.
Yeah, she could do a Super Bowl. She did a Super
She
Bowl.
did a Super Bowl and it was iconic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so excited because to me, I feel like, I've kept up with her over the years. Her album Chromatica from, I want to say 2020 maybe, I enjoyed, but, I wasn't super in love with it. There was a couple songs I liked, but I don't know. I just have really good feelings, like everything we were saying right now, like with the Bruno Mars song and the Stones record and the new single.
Yeah.
She seems like she's in a very creative space, and
That's
I'm
good.
liking everything that I'm hearing. So,
That's awesome.
and looks like it's a pretty short album too, which I know we both. Sometimes I get scared when I see 20 tracks,
Yeah.
but I think it looks like it's like a 12 or 13 track album coming out. So,
And in my
looking good.
opinion, they geared the Joker movie towards her
for
talent.
sure, and like she did the soundtrack.
The
and,
performances in the film, were heavy about, her. So Yeah, I mean that's as close as your own, starring in another movie where you're singing.
Perfect time. It's the perfect time
I
to
think so. Yeah,
restrike.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what a career. I mean,
legend,
there's
icon.
so many albums, but I just picked, one of the most, I'd say, iconic ones with those big hits that have stayed around for so many years.
Total bangers.
I mean, to start off with Bad Romance and Alejandro, it's like, boom, boom,
Incredible.
So yeah, we've never done Lady Gaga on the channel.
No.
Obviously, we're both big fans of her
Huge.
as an artist in
Yes,
general
yes.
and person.
Yes.
And I knew the new record was coming out, but it just so happened I didn't realize it was coming out so soon. It's coming out in the next week, so
awesome.
that'll be our next
Awesome.
listen. I'm looking forward to it. So, if you're new here to the channel, if you're a Lady Gaga fan and it's your first time seeing us, we've done many, many, many other artists. We do new records every week. We'll also be checking out her music video, new song. If you want to jump over to the Patreon, that's where you get bonus content, uncut content, and yeah. Anything else you want to add about? I mean,
No, I love
I don't know
her.
what else there's to say that we
Yeah,
haven't.
she's up there.
covered.
She's up there in my top 10 for sure.
So yeah, that'll be in the Patreon below if you want to check that out. If not, if you want to subscribe, we post new videos every single week. Liking the video helps. Commenting helps. Let me know if you're excited for the new album. Although, I'm guessing by the time this comes out, the new album will be out.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I guess let us know what you think of the album, because we'll be covering it. So yeah, that's that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week with a new album and new video. Peace.
Peace.